Hi guys, this is Ray, and welcome back to Nintendo Talks. And in this video, I basically wanted to share my personal experiences with the Gamecube, which is the console that I grew up with, and talk about why I love this console so much. So let's talk about the games, because I think that's what honestly makes the console what it is, and gives it its soul and identity. So the games that I first played on the GameCube is Luigi's Mansion, while my sister was The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. So basically, we would share games back and forth and stuff, and we basically shared consoles, and we shared a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance, but she had the Zelda: The Wind Waker game, and I had Luigi's Mansion. And when I first played Luigi's Mansion, the first thing I was thinking is, man, these graphics are just amazing. I mean, everything from the lighting to the textures and the character models. I mean, especially Luigi and just how his character model looked. It just looked really great for the time. And the gameplay was also really great too. I mean, I feel like it's just really great, just how satisfying the gameplay is. It's simple. Obviously you're vacuuming Ghost in a vacuum, and it's fairly simplistic, but it's more complex because what Nintendo does with their games is they add layers upon layers upon layers of depth of gameplay to a simple gameplay concept, and it just makes the game really fun and unique to play. And specifically with Luigi's Mansion, there's elemental abilities like fire, water, and ice, with the vacuum, that you can defeat ghosts with. And I think that's really what makes Luigi's Mansion and Nintendo games in general really, really cool, is how Nintendo just takes a simple gameplay concept, adds layers upon layers upon layers on it, and just makes a really good game off of it. Another example I can think of that they did with that is Splatoon, which is really cool. But yeah, the game is just really great as far as graphical detail and gameplay. I mean, Luigi's Mansion in particular, just on the GameCube, just has so much level of detail in the graphical qualities, and just the little nooks and crannies, and even little soundtracks, like Totaka's song is hidden in the game and stuff like that. The soundtrack is also really amazing. I feel like when you're in the game and you're playing Luigi's Mansion, the soundtrack is just so powerful. I don't know, it's just so the violin and the instruments that they use and stuff, it just really feels like you're in a haunted mansion, and it just feels really amazing and stuff. But yeah, that's my experience with Luigi's Mansion and why I love the game so much, and basically how Luigi's Mansion was the first game that I played on the Nintendo GameCube and stuff. And of course obviously me and my sister, we shared games on the GameCube, so I actually got to play The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker for the first time on the Nintendo GameCube. And admittedly, I was really young at the time when I played it, but I was also really bad at it, and the farthest I ever got was the Forsaken Fortress. I did, however, later buy the HD remaster of the Wind Waker for the Nintendo Wii U, and I think that was a really great remaster. Probably one of the best Zelda remakes, and remakes in general, Nintendo has ever done. But yeah, I actually finished and completed the game on that. And it's kind of sad, actually. And in a way, it's kind of sad because Zelda: The Wind Waker is a game that I've loved since I was a child, and to finally complete the game and to know it's over is just surreal, so that's just my thoughts on that. But yeah, also there's obviously plenty of games on the Nintendo GameCube. Super Mario, Sunshine, Super Smash Bros, Melee, and Mario Kart Double Dash, and games that I would later play later on in the GameCube's life and stuff like that. So yeah, basically, the GameCube, while it may not have sold as well as the competition and the PlayStation 2, it did still sell 21 million units worldwide, and I feel as if the GameCube, it's a really good console, and I feel like even today it's really beloved by many Nintendo fans. So that's basically just my overall thoughts and kind of like history and stuff with the Nintendo GameCube and why it's my favorite Nintendo console, pretty much. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.